it doesn't mean the world of Insidious is necessarily over, but it does mean that particular story has a beginning, middle, and end now. And I thought I applaud it. I think it's a wonderful script and a wonderful story.
Lynn, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Listen, if I was ever in a hunting type of scenario, Elise is the person I would want right next to me because I feel like she would be able to get me through every situation. First question I have for you is, what are your thoughts on the franchise seemingly coming to an end, or at least the Lambert story coming to an end?
I think everything has a beginning, middle, and end ultimately. And I think sometimes, especially in storytelling, it's enough already, as they say, because I mean, I know we've all seen shows where we went, oh my God, there's still, especially series get like that. Isn't it over already? Was it done already? And I think to know, it's very savvy to be a creator and know when it's good to have an ending. And I think this was a really wonderful, it doesn't mean the world of Insidious is necessarily over, but it does mean that particular story has a beginning, middle, and end now. And I thought I applaud it. I think it's a wonderful script and a wonderful story.
It really is. And that's the thing. I love the Insidious franchise. I want to see it go on forever, but I do like the way that they wrapped up the Lambert story. Are there any stories with Elise that you wanted to explore further in this franchise?
Yeah. I mean, I have some ideas, but I've thought about doing a little treatment with some thoughts I have about where she is in the further, what she could be doing in the further. It opens up your own imagination, and because the further is not defined at all, and except for there being fog on the floor, that's sort of all we know for sure. So I definitely have some thoughts that I really may put into action and do a lookbook or something with my son. We talked about that. He's a very savvy writer and creator. And I mean, I wouldn't do anything obviously without approval of any kind. But I mean, in terms of my own imagination, there's some nice stories I can come up with.
I'm so happy you said that, because after The Last Key, the one thought I had was, will we see Elise's nieces pop up again, Melissa and Imogen? Because I feel like there's a lot left to explore there. So do you think that we could see them in the future pop up with Elise in said story?
I mean, that was something that it didn't bother me, but I always wondered why they ended it like that if they weren't going to continue on some other road with those same characters. I have no idea. It's been a finicky franchise in that way, where they've set up their other characters that have come through different installments that we never see again, or that storyline never goes further. So you should pardon the expression. Maybe we'll all end up in the further. Who knows? It's possible. We've really created a true universe of people. So it's sort of open-ended totally, which is a beautiful way to create.
I absolutely love that answer, because like this movie, The Red Door takes place after Insidious 2. Question I have for you is, do you think anybody in the Lambert family could follow in the footsteps of Elise and carry on kind of what she's been doing?
Oh, maybe, sure. Well, the Lambert family, we've got the two boys, and Rose and Patrick. Probably Patrick would be the most likely candidate because he's visited these places. Ty, of course, Ty's younger, so who knows? He's probably got, he's could get into all kinds of stuff in college. I mean, there's really endless storytelling. I think when you have good story imagination and wonderful characters to work with, it's limitless, so all of the above are possible.
Well, I hope they all happen. I love your character. Lynn, you are phenomenal in this franchise. I certainly hope this isn't the last we've seen of Elise in this franchise. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's wonderful to talk to you. Thank you too. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.